Okay, so let's talk about loading a tool, and in case we have an older version of ZBrush, let's say at home or at work, how to export the different components of your tools, i.e. the subtools, as OBJs, and how to reimport them as OBJs, what to look for when we do that, and how to flip the normals in case we have an issue with the normals being in the wrong direction, which tends to happen. And then we'll talk about how to select a primitive when you import subtools for your tool, so as not to overwrite the first import that we do. And then we'll talk about how to append all the subtools together and saving another subtool based on all the OBJs that we imported. Okay, so to load a tool, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Tools palette and click on Load Tool. Alright, I am going to select the demo head from ZBrush. And as soon as you do that, you will see it inside of your tool preview right here. All you have to do is click and drag. Okay, and I'm holding the Shift key so that my character comes out right on top of the Y plane. Immediately I'm going to hit T for edit mode. I'll go to the edit object button right here. You can see the shortcut. And now if I hit F to focus, you can see that our tool has loaded. And if I go to Subtools, you will see that this tool is made out of two subtools: the body and the eyes and the teeth. Alright, so we know how to load a tool. What if we try to open this tool in an older version of ZBrush? Well, we're using the latest version of ZBrush right here. If I was to use it on an older version, you may run into an issue loading. So what we need to do is we need to export each subtool individually as an OBJ, and then re-importing them using the Import 3D Mesh button right here as different subtools, and then appending one onto another one. Alright, so let's do that. I'm gonna select my first subtool, the body, and I'm gonna go to Export. As you can see, it gives me the OBJ format, and I'm gonna call this one demo head underscore body, and I've created a folder called demo head parts, and I'm gonna save it in there. Then I'm gonna select my eyes subtool. It is the eyes and the teeth, as you can see, and I'm gonna go to export, and I'm gonna export this one as demo head underscore eyes teeth. Alright, so let me delete these two subtools, and as soon as we import a 3D mesh in ZBrush, right, in this case our OBJs, when I select on the demo head body, you will notice that we may have some issues with the normals of our polygons being flipped. Alright, but to fix this problem right here, we're gonna go to the Tools palette. Towards the bottom there's a menu called Display Properties. We're gonna click in there, and we're gonna go to Flip Normals, and as you can see, our normals have been flipped, but we cannot see the inside of those polygons. That is because we have to click on double-sided within the same menu, Display Properties, and there, now we can see the inside and the outside of our polygons, and our normals are facing the right direction. Now, a problem arises when we bring in another OBJ into the scene right here. If I have my demo head selected, right, if I was to bring in the eyes, like this. Notice what will happen to our demo head body now, a subtool, but before it was an OBJ. So let me go to import and let me bring in the eyes and the teeth. And I want you to notice that the body was overridden by the eyes and the teeth, right? So what we have to do is we have to go and select one of the default shapes, these primitives right here that ZBrush has, or we can click in here and select something else like a sphere 3D, right? And notice that our eyes and our teeth are in there, but we also have the sphere 3D, cylinder 3D, the polymesh 3D, and the simple brush. So I'm going to click on this sphere 3D, and I'm going to go to import and import the body. So I want to hit open. You will notice that our teeth and our eyes have not been overwritten, right? I'm going to click on the demo head, and I'm going to go again down to display properties, flip my normals, and make it into a double-sided object so I can see the inside. And now what we can do is we can put together our original tool, right? I'm in the head, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to append the teeth and the eyes by going to the append button, and I'm going to select the eyes and the teeth. And now I've recreated my original subtool created in a newer version of ZBrush inside an older version of ZBrush by exporting the tools, subtools individually as OBJs and re-importing them as OBJs